Just a quick video for a refresh on selecting from attributes or based on attributes manually from a data layer using the ArcGIS. Now you've probably all done this. I'm pretty sure you've all done this semester. This is mostly just to refresh and then contrast to a following video which will be doing the same selection using the model builder model. I have population census data here with a set of attributes on population in the attribute table associated with these polygons. So there's a state and county FIPS codes and a bunch of other numbers, including populations and water proportion and area and population density. So I have a bunch of variables I can select on. I select by using the Select by Attributes tool here in the Map tab. It's an icon included in that Map tab, or I could, in the Geoprocessing tab on the side, type in Select, and you'll see a number of options come up. You might think you don't want to use this just plain Select one, but it actually extracts features and puts them into a new data layer, those features that meet your selection criteria. And we don't want to do that. We just want to select these to later do some operations on them. So I'll select Layers by Attribute. Here, if I double left click on this or just click on it, the input rows I'm going to get from the population data. It's a new selection. I'll add an expression. And here I want to get population, counties I should say, with population that is greater than or equal to, and I'll type in 50,000. Now notice when I start typing in, it helpfully adds values there. Those are values it's looking up that are thresholds in the database. You could go and for that variable, select any one of these, and it was grabbing one that was sort of in between. Now it samples those, so the 5049 doesn't show up, but the next one I could pick was greater than or equal to 51, but I want to make sure then that I do this exact expression. So if I go ahead and run that, it'll select those counties that have a population greater than 50,000, St. Louis County because of Duluth, the Metro just because it's a Metro, Olmsted County because of Rochester, and then some other scattering of counties. And once I do the selection, I can go ahead and do a calculation in that. In that if I right click and look at the attribute table, I could go ahead then and in one of these, right click on the top and calculate a value. So here I have one of these columns, and I've right-clicked on the top and calculate a field, and then it allows me to assign a value. So lonely fish equals 10,000 or some number. And I could do an expression that includes other variables or other calculations. In this case, I'm just going to assign it a scalar value here, and I'll apply it, and it assigns it, and then we see that I calculated that field. Now if I want to clear the selection, I can go ahead here and left click on this clear button to clear the selection. There's also a geoprocessing clear, and now none are selected, so I can then go on to my next processing.